Great. Good Friday morning, everyone. TJ here for your 8:30 metabolic conditioning class. So today is week 2 of the new phase that we started last week. So for equipment, you'll just need a lighter set of dumbbells and a medium set of dumbbells. And then if you have a book or something that's kind of hard and square, just because we will be using that for some outer leg stuff. But let's get started. So starting on the ground, just kind of warming up the body, just stretching things out, especially as we're waking up and we're ready to start the day. Let's go into our child's pose. So sitting back onto those heels with the arms out in front of you. Nice job. All right, so now let's transition, and now we're going to be on our stomach, and we're going to have our elbows directly underneath us and just stretching out the front of our core. And so doing the mini Sphinx, as it's called. And we'll just go through each one more time. So going back into that child's pose, sitting back into it. So stretching out that back. And give me one more Sphinx. So again, laying on, well, you're on your hip and your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders, and you're just stretching out the front of your core. All right. So now let's go into lying on our side. And so we're just going to do one set of each with the oblique crunch. So we'll flip back and forth between each side, and then we'll do the Supermans for our low back. All right. So oblique crunch, hand behind the head, and just making sure that your body is straight from shoulder, hip to at least knee or feet, and just crunching up. All right, ready? Go. So making sure that we are not pulling on the head, and we're feeling it through. So I'm feeling it through my left side, but you may be on your right side. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, flip it over. All right, so last side for this side for the oblique crunch, and then we'll move on to the Superman. Ready? Go. So again, being mindful, not pulling on the head. Feeling it through that side. So in my case, might be your, well, it's my right, but it might be your left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now lying on our stomach, and we're now going to do the Superman. So it's where you have your hands out in front of you, but if you need, for any reason, if you have shoulder issues, you can always keep your arms kind of, your elbows tucked in by your side, and lifting both the upper and the lower body. So you're squeezing through your glutes at the top, feeling it through your low back. All right, ready? Up. So 15. we'll do some more low back stuff in one of our other exercises. Great job, everyone. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so let's move into the movement stuff. So pretty much we're going to be sitting on our bottom, and I'll turn your direction so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so feet shoulder width apart and knees shoulder width apart. And I just want you to turn. So it's like you kind of think of like a windshield wiper. And so turning both to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. Feeling that stretch through the hip, starting to kind of warm up those muscles within that kind of pelvic region or where our glutes are at. Nice job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the next one that we're going to do is shoulder rotation. This one's going to be just a little different than we've done before. So just lying on your side, my arm is going to be at 90 degrees by my side, and pretty much I'm not holding a weight or anything, but I'm just going to turn pretty much from my elbow to my wrist is the only movement. And so feeling that in the very back of the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do the other side really quick. All right, so same thing. So that 90-degree or that L shape, pinning that elbow by your side, moving it out. Sometimes we do this one standing, but this time we're kind of allowing gravity to be a part of that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So a new one that we're going to do in the sense of movement within those hamstrings and those calves is we're going to get into a downward dog position, or pretty much I think almost like an upside down V. And so pretty much I just want you to step with alternating feet, feeling the stretch in the back of the calf, maybe a little pull through the back of your leg into those hamstrings. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to flip it over. And so we're going to go into this tabletop position. So again, that tabletop, just to remind you, is kind of like that crab walk that we would do in elementary school. So reverse tabletop, and we're going to march with the legs, alternating each leg. All right, ready? Go. So squeezing through your glutes. And so I am resting on my hands, but for any reason, if you feel like it's a little easier, you could rest onto your elbows. And you could do the same position or the same movement if you feel like it's easier that way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So let's stand up. I'm just going to move my mat out of my way, just so we have enough time to get through everything today. So we're going to start off with our ESD, or our cardio portion. So today we're going to do speed bags, all right? So pretty much it's taking your hands and you're kind of like making circles around them. And so having it kind of high, and I want you to go as fast as you can, all right? Ready? 3 rounds, go. We're gonna add to this. So it's really kind of testing, especially like with your shoulders, just because you're trying to go as fast as you can, and then your shoulders start to feel like they're a little bit on fire, just a little bit, not too much. Nice job. Just be careful, don't look down so you don't hit yourself. That would be a bad idea. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, the next one that we're going to do, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what we're doing. All right, so I'm going to do it without hands first, just so we get used to it. So just the feet, all right? Watch. So straight leg, jumping back and forth, all right? So it's like a skier, but we're just focusing on the legs, all right? Ready? Go. You can have your elbows by your side, arms bent. Keeping the core engaged. Nice job, everyone. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. So the last and final one that we're going to do, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of groans from this one. So we're going to do a burpee. All right. So I'll show you the modified version, as that's what we'll go with. So modified, hands down, step out with each foot, step back in with each foot, and stand. That's all we're doing, all right? So hands down to the floor, step out, and in, stand back up, all right? Ready? Go. So it's the easiest version of a burpee. If you feel like going all the way down to the ground is a little much, you can always use a chair, hopefully one that's not on wheels, that's not going to move on you, or a coffee table. Again, just be careful. Make sure it's steady and sturdy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna go back to that speed bag. And this time we're going to add a little bit of like a jump. So it's kind of like a little run in place while we're doing the speed bag, okay? All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So as fast as you can with your arms. It's like a little mini jog in place. Nice job, come on. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're going to go back to that skier. So just the legs themselves. We'll start to progress this one as we move on. All right, ready? Go. So just straight legs, moving forward and back. Keeping that core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. So round number two of that modified burpee. Get ready. Go. So remember, down, down. Step the feet out. And step the feet in. And stand back up. Remember, this is like the lowest impact version of a burpee. There's no jumping. Just taking your time, keeping the core engaged. When you end up in that pillar bridge position where your body is horizontal on the floor like so. Great job, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So one last and final round of that speed bag. And remember, with that little mini jog is where we're going. Ready? Go. After this, we'll get a drink of water, and then we'll move on to the strength portion. Fantastic job, everyone. Come on. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So skier, one last and final time. Ready, go. Keeping that core engaged. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So one last and final burpee or modified burpee. All right. Ready? Go. Now, if you want to make it harder, you can. You can hop the feet out, hop the feet in. But remember, this is the start. Nice job. Keep moving. After this, we'll get a drink of water. Like I said, we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. Get a drink of water. Hopefully you have your water bottle with you. All right. So I'm going to break out my mat for this one. All right. So we are going to do some push-ups for our upper body strength portion. So you could be on your knees with your hands shoulder width apart and just making sure that our shoulders are over or at least in line with the hands. Remember, push up is where you go down fist length between you and the floor and then push back up. Otherwise, if you want to go on your feet, go on your feet. All right, ready? Go. So push-ups. So if you are on your knees or on your feet, remember to keep that belly button drawn in towards your spine. If you are doing the regular ones where you're on your feet and it becomes too much, you could always move to your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So kneeling, just because it's the easiest transition that we can do right now, we're going to grab our lighter set of dumbbells and we're going to go side raise. All right. So where the arm is parallel to the floor, back down. Ready? Go. Nice job. So not swinging the weight up. There's a sense of control on the way up, on the way down. Nice job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So now I'm going to have you stand for this next one just because it's just easier to do a tricep kickback. So pinning those elbows by your side, we are bending from our hip and keeping those shoulders back. And we're moving from the elbow to the wrist. So the elbows will stay by my side. All right, ready? Go. So straighten the arm, bend at 90 degrees, straighten the arm, bend at 90. Keep going. So working the back of those arms. Nice job. Excellent. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so we're going to move back to that push-up position. Now here's the real doozy. Since we just did those tricep kickbacks and we're doing push-ups, the back of your arms might be a little tired. Again, use a table or a chair or a counter if you need to elevate yourself in order to do your push-ups. All right, ready, set, go. Excellent job, come on. Keeping the core engaged. Remember, you can drop down your knees if you are on your toes, or you can elevate yourself if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving to that kneeling position, grabbing your dumbbells, and we're going to go to the side raise next. So working the side part of our shoulders. Ready, set, go. Good job. You got this. If your arms start to get tired for any reason, you could always switch to just one arm at a time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna stand and tricep kickback again. So working the back of those arms. Remember, bending from the hip, elbows pinned by your side, and moving from elbow to wrist. All right, ready, go. Just remember to pin those elbows by your side, keeping your back flat, keeping the shoulders back, making sure that we are looking up or looking forward, kind of keeping that head in a neutral position and not letting that head drop down. Nice job, everyone. So after this, we have one last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so one last and final push-up. Get excited. So remember, you have options. You can move to the counter if you have a counter or a chair. Otherwise, you can do it on your knees. Otherwise, the hardest one is on your toes. Ready? Last one, go. So remember, keeping that body straight from shoulder, hip to heel or shoulder, hip to knee, no matter how you're doing it. If it becomes too much, you could always child's pose just to stretch it out for a moment and get back to it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Child's pose if you need to, just really quick. That last set is always the roughest. All right. One last and final side raise. And we're on our knees. Feet are shoulder width apart, or knees are shoulder width apart. Ready, go. Nice job. So standing tall or being tall, at least from the waist up, since we're on our knees. Hands come out to the side, parallel to the floor. Again, you can alternate one arm at a time if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, so stand up. One last and final time for the kickback. Ready, set, go. So remember, elbows pinned by your side, feeling it through the back of your arm. And so making sure we straighten that arm right here, bend to 90 degrees. Excellent job. After this, we'll get a drink of water. And then we're going to move on to the lower portion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, set those dumbbells down. Get a drink. See how we're doing on time. All right. So I'm going to grab my book. All right. So starting off, we're not using the book just yet, but starting off, I want your heels this time actually farther away from your backside. So we're not doing a bridge, we're doing a hip press. So we're going to work through the back of the legs. All right. So feet and knees, shoulder width apart. Press the hip up, back down, back up. All right, ready? Go. So still squeezing through the glutes at the top, but you should be feeling it more in the back of the leg. Remember, having your feet farther away from you is the best way to do this exercise. Nice job. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So we're lying on our side. This is where your trusty book is going to come into play. So I'm going to rest my book on the leg that is farthest away from the floor. So I am lying on my left side or my right side with that book on my left foot. And I'm keeping my foot pointing straight ahead and I'm moving the leg up and down. All right. Working through that outer thigh. All right. Ready, set, go. So we'll alternate between this exercise and that hip press. And we'll see where we go from there. So again, working the outer thigh, keeping that foot pointing straight ahead. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. All right, get ready. Set, go. So again, the size of your book that you have on your foot, obviously weight is going to vary from the book. So as long as you're not using some 400-page War and Peace book versus a smaller book of lighter weight. But again, keeping that foot pointing straight ahead, feeling it through that outer thigh. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put your book down and let's move it onto our back. So we're going to go back to that hip press. So remember, your feet are farthest away from your backside to where you're able to press the hip up or move the hip up and back down. If you want it to be more challenging this time, feet together, knees together as we do it. Ready, go. So really pressing that hip up. Pushing equally through your feet, making sure both sides of your hip bone are moving together as one. And then it's not favoring one side over the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So we're going to go back to resting that book on our foot. So remember the leg that's farthest away from the floor. So body is straight. Remember working through the outer thigh. Ready? Go. If you were trying to use a dumbbell with this, it doesn't necessarily work as well because that dumbbell is very odd shaped. It makes it a little challenging to keep it on your foot. So that's why using like a book or something flat that has like more surface area, and that way you're able to balance it better. 3, 2, 1. All right, switch sides. Ready, go. Great job, everyone. Come on. You got this. How are those outer thighs feeling? Through the glutes, through the outside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so one last and final hip press. All right. So again, feet together, knees together. Feet are farther away from your backside or your butt. If you want to place your dumbbell across your hip for added weight, you could do that. Ready? Go. So again, feeling it through the back of the legs, through those hamstrings. We'll make sure that we stretch the back of that outer leg. Hopefully no one is getting any cramps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. One last and final time with the book. All right. All right, so resting that book on the outer leg. Ready? Last one, go. Excellent job. Remember balancing that book on your foot, slash your ankle. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Other side. Ready, go. So we're doing pretty good on time. So I'll show you one last and final exercise, as I wanted to make sure we had enough time to do it, so I didn't want to throw it into the mix. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now taking your book, you're going to rest that book on the foot that is closest to the floor this time, and the leg that was on top is now going to be bent with the foot behind you, and we're now going to do the same thing but with the inner thigh. All right, ready, set, go. So just resting that book on that ankle slash foot, working the inner thigh or the inside part of our leg. And we're going to flip back and forth between these two. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, flip it over. Other side. We're going to move through these very quickly. All right, so back leg, foot on the floor, leg bent. Book on the right leg this time, and go. So the next time that we do this exercise and you want to think of something that's heavier, that's flat, that you might have and be able to use. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do that 2 weeks from now. All right, flip it over really quick. Ready, go. You got this, come on. So again, inner thigh. We did the outer thigh when we had that book resting on that outer leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Ready, go. So we'll make this one the last time. But if you want to finish off, just one more set per leg. But we'll run through stretches really quick. Great job, everyone. Super proud of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Lie on your back. Have one leg straight up in the air and the other one is resting. That foot is resting on the floor. And either grab behind the knee or your calf and feeling that stretch through the back of your leg. All right, other side. So grabbing the back of your knee or the back of your calf, the other foot is resting on the floor. Nice job. All right, roll onto your bottom and act like we're bathing in the sun, feeling that stretch through our chest. Nice job. All right, one last and final stretch. I'm aware that I'm over on time. It's okay. All right, so hand flat on your back, stretching out that tricep. So using your left hand to grab that right elbow. Other side. So while we're doing this stretch, so next week, next Monday is the start of Thrive in 5, which is that 5-minute movement / stretch break that happens about 3 times a day, and it's for a 2-week program. If you haven't signed up, make sure you do. Just let us know. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Have a good weekend. Remember, there is no noon express abs class. This is a new program, or a new exercise schedule. Bye, everyone.